We found it our responsibility to support and protect conservation in our commitment to the planet, to the environment, which in our small way, we have been very conscious of and contributed what we can.
In 2007, Dilmah founder Meryl J. Fernando, in partnership with IUCN, established Dilmah Conservation, an organisation committed to the principles of sustainability and environmental protection.
Dilmah Conservation is here to conserve our nature, natural resources and our cultural diversity.
Beginning with a primary focus in wildlife protection in the southern districts of Sri Lanka, Dilmah Conservation has now grown to include world-leading and humanitarian-based conservation programs that span the country. The Elephant Transit Home in Udawalawe National Park offers refuge to a growing population of displaced baby elephants.
We have roughly 6,000 elephants in Sri Lanka, but their habitats are shrinking rapidly. So there's an ongoing conflict between human and elephants. So it's called human-elephant conflict.
This really serious problem now elephants are facing because they are dying every day. We have received around more than 200 baby elephants. We received the elephants from all over the country. Every 3 hours, we feed them. They come to the feeding place and have milk.
This program is very unique because they keep the animals for 5 years and they release to the wild. Dilmah Conservation has given them facilities for them to do this task.
The day when they are going back to the wild is the most happiest day for the animals. Same time, it's the most happiest day for us.
The Information Centre, sponsored by Dilmah Conservation, provides tourists and locals with clear and vital knowledge on the importance of elephant protection.
Before they establish that place, mostly people come to this place, just see the animals are feeding and they go back. But with the Information Centre, now we have a lot of potential to educate the people. So learning and making awareness to the public is the major important things for conservation.
Nearby, in the village of Mankada, Dilmah Conservation is using tourism and commerce as tools to educate locals on the importance of elephant and environmental protection.
We started this as a pilot project to develop Sri Lankan handcrafted pottery industry and to build very special kind of relationship between national park and the surrounding people.
As well as promoting the national park and its wildlife, the Mankada Pottery Workshop provides training and support to some of the poorest people in the country, allowing them to earn a living and support their families.
We give training, not only pottery making, we train them language skills. We allow them to work with foreigners. We help them to learn management skills also. Now they earn more than $250 per month. They can't even think about that kind of income around here. Dilmah Foundation provide all the assistance to this project. It's like a family.
The scars of the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami are still visible in Sri Lanka's eastern district of Batticaloa.
More than 1,500 acres of green cover close to the coastal area has been washed off. So we started this project calling the greening of Batticaloa district. We have planned to distribute plants to give a income generation for the poor people or the marginalized people. At the same time, we have to give an environmental cover, to give a green cover to promote the rains and to reduce the sunlight. Dilmah Conservation is behind the scene of this project. The major role they are playing is the financial help.
In addition to restoring Batticaloa's green cover, Dilmah Conservation hopes to also build a sustainable cashew industry in the area, providing much-needed income for the impoverished local community.
Cashew is a socio-economic forest crop. We are going to introduce some cashew processing industry also. So it will create employment opportunities also for the youths. I can say the Dilmah Conservation has come forward to distribute 50,000 plants to the people of Batticaloa.
This bold and ambitious plan represents Dilmah Conservation's long-term commitment to economic and environmental development in the East. As well as environmental programs, Dilmah Conservation is committed to the cause of cultural diversity in Sri Lanka, supporting marginalised communities across the country. The Wedda are a little-known indigenous people scattered across the east of Sri Lanka. They are people of the forest, a hunter-gatherer community who have for centuries lived in remote jungle areas and followed their own ancient religion. Caught up in the fighting during the Civil War, these communities suffered greatly over 30 years and have grown increasingly isolated.
කිසිම අවධානයක් කිසිම කෙනෙක්ගේ යොමු වෙලා තිබුණේ නැහැ. එහෙම තියෙන තත්ත්වයක් යටතේ ඩිල්මා කන්සර්වේෂන් ආයතනය මේ ගමට ඇවිල්ලා මේ ජනතාව හම්බෙලා මේ ගම විතරක් නෙවෙයි තව මේ ආවට විශාල ගම් ප්‍රමාණයක් එක්ක සම්බන්ධ වෙලා වැඩ කරනවා. ඩිල්මා කන්සර්වේෂන් ආයතනය අදහස් කරන්නේ මේ ආදිවාසී ජනතාවගේ මේ නැති වෙලා යන යාළගේ සංස්කෘතිය ආරක්ෂා කර දෙන්න.
Dilmah Conservation's help has allowed these communities to reconnect with other Wedda tribes in the area, leading to the establishment of a regional council in 2011, an acknowledgement of their traditions from the federal government.
இன்றைக்கு எங்களை ஒரு நல்ல நிலைக்கு வைக்கணும்ன்ற ஒரு எண்ணத்தோட எங்களுக்கு குழுக்கள் அனுப்பி எங்களோட தரவுகளை எடுத்து ஒரு நல்ல நிலைக்கு கொண்டாடணும்னு சொல்லி செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறாங்க. இதை தரணும்னு சொல்லி இப்போ நாங்கள் கேட்டுக்கொண்டிருக்கிறோம்.
On the outskirts of Colombo live the Yahikunteka gypsies, believed to be descendants of ancient Indian nomads. Known by locals and tourists merely as snake charmers and fortune tellers, the truth about their struggles have remained largely unknown to the greater public.
Maximum that they would live this way is another maybe 5-10 years. And if we can't preserve their culture within this period, they are gone forever.
To help them with a sustainable future, Dilmah Conservation has provided these gypsies with land and assistance to build permanent houses and develop agriculture. With Dilmah Conservation's help, these marginalised communities are now seeing a future for themselves in the mainstream.
This is the unique cultural identity of Sri Lanka, which we are trying to preserve. We have empowered them, we have given them a voice, we have given them some sort of strength to stand on their own.
Years of over-farming and unsustainable fertilisation practices have left Sri Lanka's iconic tea fields in dire circumstances.
Because of the depletion of soil fertility, the input of chemical fertilizer keeps on increasing. Basically, these soils are just holding the plant up.
Dilmah Conservation's commitment to sustainability has led to the sponsorship of the biochar project, a bold and inventive new fertilisation method.
Biochar itself is, although a new word, is an old technology. We expect to be able to correct the soil pH, increase the biomass above ground, allow the plant to withstand extended periods of drought, and also reduce chemical input as a fertilizer by at least 50 to 75%.
We have seen very visible results because not only the yields, it has improved the quality of the leaf also.
This pilot project is just one example of many underway in the estates, with the goal of restoring an ecological balance and ensuring the future of the Sri Lankan tea industry for generations to come. With Sri Lanka's civil war now over, Dilmah Conservation and its programs have become an integral part of the nation's recovery. Reconciliation through the power of nature is a unique program that incorporates environmental research with the important reconciliation efforts already underway between the North and South.
We believe that nature is therapeutic and it provides the necessary background for any type of reconciliation.
Professor Sanath Kotagama, Sri Lanka's leading environmentalist, has, with Dilmah Conservation, developed an inventive school program making large inroads in the reconciliation effort at grassroots level.
We have brought students from Jaffna down south to take to the World Heritage Site, Singharaja Forest. Our program is to try and link the south and the north through nature. We have school nature clubs which we have set up. They do bird watching, they observe other nature activities, document them, they make websites, they make drawings. There are so many activities within the program.
In 2012, Dilmah Conservation launched the first ever book on birds, written entirely in Tamil.
They wrote the book specifically for this program. So basically we hope a publication of this nature would bridge the gap much faster than anything else.
Once the site of world-leading environmental research, the Tondamanaru field station in Jaffna was lost during the war. Now, with the support of Dilmah Conservation, along with several other government agencies, plans are in place to rebuild the field station, promoting the free exchange of crucial research data between Jaffna and Colombo.
We hope and we believe that we will be able to revive the programs that were there in the past, where many students from the south came to Tondamanaru and learnt about the lagoon systems, the sea systems. Dilmah Conservation's commitment is to try and revive back something that was a link in the past.
In the east, the former LTTE stronghold of Topigala is the site of a new forestry program to encourage revegetation in the area. As well as a focus on biodiversity here, Dilmah Conservation hopes to build a war monument to honour the fallen victims of the conflict.
As a country, it's time that we put behind all our past to preserve and conserve our nature.
Though for many, the road to reconciliation will be a long one, Dilmah Conservation remains committed to the cause. With even more programs in development for the future, now is only the beginning for Dilmah Conservation, leading the way with its unwavering commitment to a peaceful and sustainable world.
We have only one planet. It is important that we do not only take out what we can, but we must put back more than what we take.